sessions. And some of you are just looking into your eyes right now. So I'm just going to take a moment to make contact. I want to thank Sherry, first of all, for putting this event together. Thank you, Sherry, for doing this amazing event, because I feel the energy from just such a short time getting to know you. It feels incredible to have such a manifesting energy. I'm very grateful to you. And I'm so grateful to all the practitioners that are here tonight. Raise your hand if you're a practitioner. Yeah, beautiful. There's so many beautiful practitioners, so many loving energy. It's rare to get a room not so huge, but so many practitioners getting so much personal attention. So that's also part of the beauty, I feel, of what's being offered here in Florida, in this room, the events that Sherry is producing. My first book that I wrote is called Divine Prescription for Life, and my intention for the book was to really bring to life the importance, not just discovering your purpose, but the importance of creating desire to discover the meaning of your life and your purpose. Because I feel that many of us want to discover our purpose, but a lot of us don't know how to create massive desire so that we can tune into the level of how important it is to discover our purpose or the meaning of our life. And, the meaning of our life can change every day. It can grow, it can shift. And one of the things I always say is, whatever the event is, whatever the situation is, wherever you are, our job is to give it the highest meaning possible to that event and thought that's coming your way. Choose the highest thoughts and give whatever you're dreaming of, whatever you're going through, the highest meaning possible. Because the highest meaning possible is most probably what you deserve. Just wave your head, nod your head if you agree with that, because it'll help your unconscious to get more into tonight's meditation through that. Okay? So to activate the night even deeper, I'm going to read a little section from the Tehillim, or the Book of Psalms in Hebrew, just to connect with the original language. Michtav leDavid shomreni el ki chasiti bach. Amarti l'Adonai, Adonai ata tovati bal alecha. Liktoshim asher ba'aretz hema va'adirei kol chesed ba. Yirbu atzvotam aher maharu bal Isaac. And here King David is talking about how sometimes our sadness or our heart, the Sphira of Tiferet, or our heart chakra, gets into this zone where it almost feels like it's heavy or it's not ours. And so how do we release that? How do we come out of that? How do we work through it? How do we hug it? How do we be with it? How do we actually make love with our heart? And how do we get so engaged with life that we get to that space where we lose attraction to chaos? Now, just slightly raise your hand if you feel you'd like to lose attraction to chaos. Good. Great. A little movement actually helps a lot. It's amazing. Just even if you go like this, because now your body parts are agreeing with something instead of just your mind. So with that, we'll begin a guided imagery. And I will tune into what the energy of the room wants and needs as much as I can. You'll help me with that, because this is all about you and us. And those watching also on the live streaming, thousands of people there and keep shares. I just want to ask everyone to not just receive from us, but also send us your collective energy, so we can send ours and do it as a total union. So I want you to, everyone sitting here, to know you're with thousands of other people that are with us, that have been working, at least with me, for 10 years or so. And so there's a lot of collective energy taking place. Okay. Before I start, I'm going to ask 3 people to raise their hands, just out of the blue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start with, I'll start with, let's see. I'll start with you. Can you share one thing that you think you need or the room needs tonight? What are we looking for? So you can say your name first. Sorry.
My name's B.
B.
Sense of direction.
Sense of direction. Great. Is there anyone that doesn't need sense of direction? Okay, good. Great. Thank you. And please say your name.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Sammy.
Sammy.
Sorry.
And tell us one thing the room needs or
Love.
love. Okay. Make it more specific.
Love themselves.
Love themselves. Okay. Self-love. Okay. Love themselves. Thank you, Sammy. And maybe you can tag your friend next to you.
You're it.
Yeah. I'm Daniel. I'm gonna have to think of something else real quick. Mine was love, but also, and then
Oh, she took it. Okay.
collaborate, and I wouldn't have known what to say anyway.
So more love? Or?
No, I think respect, more so self-respect and respect for whatever space you are, like respect for the universe, whether it be this room that we're in or out there or at work, wherever you are, like keep space for yourself, respect yourself, and respect the space you're in.
Respect for yourself and respect for the space you're in. Self-respect. So we have love, self-respect, self-love, self-respect, respect for yourself for the space you're in, and sense of direction. Okay? Would we say that we have agreement that if we work on those 3 tonight, as I start studying imagery, that would be good, satisfactory for all of us? Or is there any other element you guys would like to throw into it? If you do, say it now, raise your hand. Yes. Peace. Okay, peace. We'll throw that in. Yes.
Clarity.
Clarity.
Unity.
Unity. Okay. Anything else you want to throw into the circle? The love? Okay. Sounds good. I'm also going to throw in from a few of my sessions that I did. I sense some people want to release deep sadness and become lighter. So I'm going to throw that in for everyone. Is that okay? And I sense some people want to do some forgiveness based on some of the work I did. Just from the sessions I picked up. Some people want to have more deeper, intimate connections in their lives or be able to express at a deeper level. Some people experience real high senses and like really high levels of sensitivity and emotions, and they feel like they have to make themselves smaller in order to be able to relate to everyone. So they're kind of losing certain senses at the expense of sacrifice for others. So I'm going to throw that in so we don't have to sacrifice. Because as we know, sacrifice always ends up in unconscious revenge. So we would like to let go of that tonight, right? So, and it's very hard because it's very easy to confuse sacrifice with love. You know, they almost look the same, but they're vastly different. You know? So to begin, we'll go ahead and begin with a simple breath work. Some of you did this with me for a minute. So for the next 60 seconds, just to tune you into a different altered state. I ask you to uncross your legs and cross your arms. You can find the most peaceful, restful, comfortable way of being in your space, however you are. And just imagine you're at home, somewhere comfortable on your couch, and you're just letting go. And nobody's really watching you, you're just comfortable. And stretch out your legs, spread your legs, do whatever you want, no shame here. If you feel like you need to keep one leg up in the air, pointing towards the sky, that's okay. If you want to stretch, want to keep your legs open, closed, whatever you want to do, keep your heart, chest stretched. So do that for a second, and now do the opposite for a second. Go ahead and make your whole body, start with your head, your shoulders, and your arms. Just tense up for a minute. Just go make it as hard and tense as possible. And hold it there, and then let it go. Good. And do the same thing with your hips and your thighs. Just burn it up and then let it go. Good. And now, as you're laying there, we're going to do this thing where it's a technique I created. It's called the BBT. Some of you did it with me in the one-on-one sessions. Technique is an instant thought stopper that gets you into a zone where you can totally focus or defocus and not focus at all, completely let go of your head. And this technique can get you into a fast trance without having any skills other than mechanically following what I'm about to teach you. So if you're willing to mechanically follow what I'm about to teach you, just nod your head for a second, for 60 seconds. That's all I'm asking. Okay. So what we're going to do is breathe in and out through your nose, or if you can't do through your nose, you can do mouth and nose combined. And then blink your eyes, close and open rapidly and randomly. So you're breathing and blinking, and then place your hand on any spot in your body that needs more energy. So it's like this. And remember to keep breathing and blinking. See, keep moving your eyes closed, open, at any rate, at any capacity, but continue to breathe and blink and place your arm on any spot. You can go faster if you want, go faster if you like. 20 more seconds to go. Keep blinking. Remember to keep blinking and breathing. And now you can begin to tap with your hands, some part of your body that needs some tapping or awakening or release of any tension, any part you choose. Keep breathing and blinking and tapping. BBT, breathing, blinking, tapping. Rapid blinking, breathing, tapping. This is further explained in my book called The Nine Prescription for Life and other areas. You can connect with me on Facebook, but for now, this is just enough to get you into a really amazing state. And then you can slowly start to breathe more lightly or however it feels more comfortable with less effort, getting into your effortless, unconscious breathing as you lay down. Laying down, just relaxing, letting go of all the stuff from anything before this event, getting tuning into this comfortable state. And recall a place that you just love. That could be the ocean, the desert, the mountains. Think of your favorite color. Think of that perfect day in the sun or the rain, whatever feels good to you. The perfect temperature. The most balanced day. Feel the ground underneath you. And just tune into your higher consciousness by focusing yourself on an imaginary silver point about 1 meter above your head. Laying down with your feet flat or held up, or whatever makes you feel comfortable on the ground. Your arms are resting. Your eyelids can be however you like. Now feel, sense, or visualize a beautiful violet cone of light streaming out of your head up to the imaginary silver point. And experience all of your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical energy being drawn up with the light towards the silver point. Now imagine that everything about you is at that point of awareness. From that one point, you see everything. The point has many facets, and you can move around it and look out at your world. You can reflect outward like a crystal, and the aspects that you see are crystal clear. Imagine the warm sunlight reflecting onto your crystal, creating a rainbow of colors. Now you are the sunlight. You are being drawn higher and higher. You are the sun that reflects onto your crystal, that sends down a beam of violet light to yourself. The self-love, self-respect. Up here, you aware that your thoughts are doing the thinking, not you. Your mind sometimes entertains a single thought. At other times, there may be a variety of thought forms drifting in and out of your mind. But your mind is not you. At this moment in time, your mind is not even a part of it. Your thoughts are separate from your physical body. Now see the violet beam of light dissolving. Creating this crystal. However, crystal is still there at some interesting capacity. One crystal with many sides, many facets, many aspects. You're acutely aware that there's just one. See the number one. One single entity. This pure thought form of one. Echad, one. Releasing fragmentation. Total one. Many facets, many sides, pure thought form, many aspects, all coming into one. And in this space, if it's your self-love, self-respect, if it's your wealth or career that you want to change, then you realize that you and you alone are the master of your passion and destiny. You are not a puppet waiting for others to pull the strings. You're the director. You're the director in this wonderful game of life. And you're also the star of the show. Many people tell me, I tried the law of attraction and it didn't fully work. I always say to them, the law of attraction works well when it's aligned with your life's purpose. If it's talent that you want more of, you realize now that most people who are successful from using their talents or gifts have to spend time owning, enjoying, playing, and releasing work consciousness into playfulness to the point of deeply immersion. You are now immersed into the light of your being. So it becomes so easy for you because you do what you want to do. And you really want to do this. And you do this easily and effortlessly. Because from this moment on, you stop doing those things that are contrary to who you are. If you catch yourself doing them, it's okay. You can just pause for a moment, observe yourself, and say, hey, I was just doing another sacrifice. I was living this one for someone else. Let's get back to me. It's as simple as that. Let's get back to me. To remember this point, I want you, as you're laying down there so comfortably, take your thumb and your little finger and just hold it together. And any time in the future that you want to get into this state, you can go ahead and touch your thumb to your little finger. And a voice will come and say, hey, do the most effortless thing that feels good to you and your soul. And you can release that finger and save it for when you need it. If your desire is to be loved, to have more self-love, cherish others, cherish yourself, then you know the game of life. You know the winners and losers in life. You know how to treat people who are special to you. It comes naturally and easily. You have charm and charisma, and you genuinely like yourself and others. This is becoming embedded into the deepest part of your subconscious, downloaded from your soul and through this voice that resonates. You love yourself. Even after you leave from here today, you will hear these words resonating, reverberating, saying, I love myself so much that I no longer will do things that are contrary to who I am. Instead, I move with joy. This moment creates my next moment. I move into it with joy. It becomes easy and effortless because one aspect, 1 second of joy attracts another second of joy. So you don't have to think about what happens next because the next moment is being created as you create this moment. So you like yourself and you like others. Other people like themselves when you're around, and this makes them like you. You always look for a win-win situation because you can see things from other people's point of view. Key point. You can see things from other people's point of view, but you don't sacrifice to become them. You only step out of the tangent to see it, to help people feel loved. But you're able to easily stay in the position of self-love for yourself. You project yourself in a positive way, with a positive body language, portrayal, and a very aware feeling of your nonverbals. Instead of being so focused on what you're saying, as of now, you'll get more focused on who you are and how you are being. Pay attention to what your body's saying, because it's saying 98% of the material. That's why you're getting the result that you want, or the results that you don't want. If you're not getting the results that you want, it's because you're asking for that. You're just focused on what you don't want, which is exactly what you will get. So as of this moment, energetic, loving environments like this community become more and more natural to you. You easily and effortlessly say yes to yourself, to your personal development. When you know that the weekly shift is around the corner, you easily and effortlessly help your body to just feel that inclination towards massive transformation. You have made the conscious decision to create the future that is rightfully yours. Why shouldn't you have all the happiness and the joy you want? You see your aims clearly now. No more sitting at the sidelines. And even after you awaken from this deep transformation, these teachings stay with you. Each and every night you see your pillow. These teachings become 100 times more compounded deeply into your brain and your being. Your soul begins to download as of now a deeper purpose of who you are and who you're meant to be, because whatever you think you are more than that. You release fears, insecurities, and feelings that discourage you in any way at all, because they haven't helped you. They may come to the surface. You can look at them for a second and just observe them and watch them go by. You don't get into a struggle with them. They're just something you once saw in the past. They exist, but they're not yours. And for a moment, you can examine, just for a short moment, any unwanted or negative, or let's just say discouraging thoughts of the past, and be with it just for a short time before you release it. And just nod your head when you're ready to release. Good. See, that was fast. Now you could release it. That unresourceful thought or vibration is no longer necessary. So you have my permission and the permission of this meditation and the permission of your soul and the permission of your creator. You can actually go ahead and ask your creator if it's okay to release this root cause of the unwanted pattern, because it is no longer serving. We as a collective consciousness are giving each other permission to release the baggage, because forgiveness of yourself is the first forgiveness that gives you wings. Forgiveness gives you wings. From now on, you fill yourself with positive, energetic, engaging, passionate, loving thoughts, hugs, movements, body postures, environments, and connections for your divinely prescription that's intended for you, because your divine prescription for life is here right now as you download it. You believe and see that changes are being made inside you as we speak. And you deepen that unconscious and unconditionally accept these new beliefs, where you are changing, you're advancing, progressing, developing many wonderful ways. And you've taken the first important step towards achieving your goal through tonight. Just being here by itself is so powerful. And soon, very soon, that first step will turn into a big stride as you begin to make these inner dreams materialize. Now take the next 30 seconds and let your unconscious come up with a powerful dream. See yourself act as if you already have it. See some action steps. See yourself in it, achieving, being there, own it, it's yours. See how you're going to get up in the morning and move towards it. Notice your posture. Notice the posture of excellence towards moving towards this passionate space. Good. If some part of you is in deep sleep, that's okay too, because your unconscious hears it. Even if there's snoring inside you, your unconscious can hear all the things that I'm saying and revitalize. And even if you're listening to this in a recording or replay or live or streaming or in the future, the impact and the effect is just as good. And for those of you listening to it again, it can strengthen what you gained by hundreds of times. Now, there may be several, or one person maybe, or several people that have the qualities that you desire. Go into your deeper self, your memory store, and allow those who've inspired you in life to come forth. Anyone with the qualities you'd like to adopt. And see this person or these people doing the things or saying or feeling or acting the way that you want to do or think or act or feel. Model them now. See them on that screen, moving, sensing, being, breathing the way that they do in that high vibration success. Make a movie now on the screen of your mind. And as we slowly move into the next phase of what we're about to do, I want you to imagine that role model on the screen, moving, feeling, sensing. How are they moving? How are they moving? How are they feeling? And now, see yourself on the screen doing the same thing in your own way. Own it. And now bring the screen into your heart, make it into your body, and see your entire body associated right into that movement shift. Good. As we move into the next phase of tonight, you'll find that you're becoming more and more interested in the deepest levels of engagement with the life that you are meant to live. Let's begin the next phase.